We live in the digital age. In today's fast-paced society, communicative technology has become an integral part of our daily lives. Whether we're using the internet to keep up with current events or simply texting our loved ones to see how they're doing, we are all plugged in some way. According to a study done in January of 2012 by the International Telecommunication Union, at the end of 2011, the number of mobile phone subscriptions worldwide reached 5.9 billion, an impressive figure in a world of 7 billion people. Currently, the United States has a population of 314,859,353 people. With that number in mind, there are 327,577,529 active mobile phone subscriptions. That comes out roughly to about 104% of Americans. In comparison, only 78% of Americans use the internet regularly. Of that number, 65% use social media sites like Facebook on a day-to-day basis. Is it possible to live in today's society not using communicative technology such as internet or phones? Cutting yourself off from the world completely, no social media, no interaction with people via technology. Well, I'm going to find out and see if I'm up for the challenge. For the next week, I'm going offline. Burning down the house.
So I just finished making breakfast and something really strange just happened to me. I went into my room to go print out a paper for my French class, and I came back to come sit down and eat breakfast, and my phone was in my hand. I don't remember grabbing it. Wasn't even planning on going in there and to get it. I didn't make a conscious decision to grab it at all. It was just instinctual.
After I finished eating breakfast, I went and got dressed for class, and I had a lot of extra time, so I went outside and I was going to clean my pool. I went to go grab the bucket of the chlorine tabs and brought it by the pool to put them in the trap. Well, it seemed as though the person who had used it before me didn't screw the lid on all the way, and a lot of water had gotten into the bucket. So when I opened up the lid, I just got hit in the face with a bunch of chlorine fumes. I fell to the ground, couldn't breathe, my vision got blurry, I had extreme vertigo. I was honestly scared for my life. And the worst part was nobody was home, and I couldn't call anybody. So I just had to wait it out until someone came home to look after me.
I just got out of French class, found out that I have homework due tonight online, which I didn't know about. So I won't be able to do that. I have some of it done, but for the most part, I'm going to end up with a 50 or so in that homework grade.
Yeah.
I have a presentation due on Monday that requires me to do research that I can't do, so I asked her if I could push it back to Tuesday, and she was very understanding about it.
Yeah.
So I got that moved to Tuesday. Right now, we're heading to the FMA film lab on campus, where I'm supposed to meet up with one of the people from my FMA group to work on editing a music video. Hopefully she'll be there. If not, then I'll wait a little bit and go.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens.
All right.
We got to the film lab at 12:30 and waited for 30 minutes, but she never showed up.
Kind of a waste of time. I got some editing done for our film, but it'd be nice to have someone else's input, kind of get that point of view, but whatever. I guess that's how it goes.
My friend Malcolm, one of my best friends from high school, he goes to Brown. He's supposed to be coming up today. I
talked to him on Sunday and explained to him what I was doing for this week. So I told him just to show up, and hopefully I'm home. If I'm at work or something, then I guess I'll wait around or figure it out or something, I don't know. Alright, so I'm turning onto my street, and I will be able to see in a second if Malcolm's here. His truck's not in the driveway. Well, he's not here. This sucks. This is my buddy Malcolm, my best friend from high school. The one that I was really depressed about not coming in town. He showed up at the bar and surprised me there. So I was really depressed earlier, and now I feel like I'm on top of the world. I got my best friend in town. We got drunk together. It's been a great night. Been a pretty slow day. Haven't really done much. Hung out. Everyone left. Been here pretty much alone. Went by. Actually, just drove around to a bunch of people's houses. Just to see if people were home, really. I stopped by about 3 houses and no one was there.
We never made it past Fort Worth.
No, you got sick. I never knew a baby could throw up so much.
Can we go?
We'd never go without you and your mom. That's the plan.
Maybe we'll see you in Fort Benning someday. Rick, signing off.
Well, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. It's Thanksgiving Day. And I have work today. So, I'll be staying up here till I get up at 6:30 and I'm going home. My only concern is on my way home. I have no way to get in contact with my family to find out which house they're at. But I'm on the way home now. Hopefully, and now I'm gonna go find my family. So I just got off the interstate. I'm in Kenner, Louisiana right now. And I am starting to look for my family. And house number 1 is empty. There's no one home. It's right here. And that is not the crowd I'm looking for. House 2. Let down. This is my grandpa's house right there. You can't really see it, it's kind of dark. But that's it. I'm just, it's getting kind of frustrating. Real close to home. Really close now. 3 streets away. Curious to see how my parents are going to react to me coming in so late. My mom's just going to be happy up there. My dad, I can see him being pissed. Well, I just got back to my house in New Orleans and I'm walking to my dad and yelling at me. Because he didn't remember that I told him I was coming in, so he canceled our family photo shoot for our Christmas cards. So that's my fault. And specifically said I don't give a fuck about the project. So that should give you a feel of how it's really affecting my family. I don't know if I'll be able to get the interview with my dad now. I think he'll be too pissed.
I figured while I'm home, I might as well spend some quality time with my brothers. However, they seemed a little preoccupied.
Alright, well, day 5. Day after Thanksgiving, it's Friday. I'm just
woke up, we did family pictures and all. It took me about an hour to find my family last night, but I found them. They were at home, not doing anything. I got work. To be there between 3 and 4. It's about 1:30 right now. It's going to be cutting it close.
Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll see you right back here.
10, 9, 8.
Thanks for watching WBRZ News to Louisiana. Named the state's best newscast by the Louisiana Associated Press.
Michael Marsh, anchor of the 5, 6, and 10 o'clock news at WBRZ Television, the ABC affiliate in Baton Rouge. With the younger generation, the reliance on the smartphone, social media, I think it takes away from their human interaction, the human emotion type of responses that we as people need before we can actually see whether someone is telling us the truth, or someone has anxiety, or someone has excitement, things like that. We miss it. And you don't get the whole feel for what that person is emoting as far as the emotions are concerned. We're being shortchanged. The younger generation's being shortchanged on that reliance, and not to use this in an unpolitical way, but social retardation, I fear is what's going to happen, because people are going to be stuck at their PCs or stuck on their phones, and they're going to be missing the bigger picture when it comes to the human interaction when it can tell you so much more.
So it's 11:59 right now. Project's officially come to an end. Wish I could have done it for longer. Made me really stressed out and pretty anxious and just pissed off in general. It's officially 12 o'clock now, so I'm going to turn my phone back on. I'm going to look at what I have, email-wise, text-wise, missed call, voicemail-wise. So I have 29 notifications, nothing important. It's kind of depressing coming back to all this stuff. I feel like I'm just wasting my time right now. 24 messages in my LSU mailbox, let's see. Phone's still going off. I have 85 emails in my Gmail account. Jesus Christ. Groupon, HH Greg, Groupon, Martin, HH Greg, Spotify, Groupon, Amazon, Groupon, Spotify, Guitar Center, Spotify, HH Greg, Beer Team USA, Amazon deals, Groupon, Guitar Center, Groupon, YouTube, Spotify, something. Phone's still going off. HH Greg, Spotify, Groupon, Spotify, Ticketmaster, Sandstorm. Phone's going off. See, this is what phone's still going off. I wasn't looking forward to this at all. Groupon, Spotify, Amazon, phone, Spotify, TicketWeb Weekly, Spotify, Amazon, Groupon, Google, Guitar Pro, Spotify, cell phone, Spotify, Groupon, Redbox, Guitar Center, Twitter, Apple, Twitter, Lookout Mobile, Spotify, Origin. See, and I'm just deleting all of these. None of these, I'm not even looking at them anymore. Phone's going off. I just cleared through all of those emails, and I probably check every one of those every day. Probably stop for a second, look at them, and just waste time. And I just deleted 85 messages in a matter of a minute. Now, I guess I'll go back to this. 23 text messages. Just trying to think of like the hours of my life that would have been dedicated to these mindless emails and Facebook statuses and stupid texts, and none of it's pertinent or necessary for my daily life to go about. So yeah, like it is helpful and convenient to have around, but by no means am I dependent on this technology, and I don't think anybody in our generation should have to be. So I guess that's it. Done with it. So good riddance project, good riddance experiment, and good riddance documentary.